Are we talking teams? Are we talking teams? You switching sides? You want to come with me? What's up, my dudes? Finally, after all the years of Spencer, you ever going to get on a team? Spencer, you ever going to start a team? Spencer, what are you doing about a team, man? You ever going to get a team going? Finally, boys, we got it. We got it going, okay? Finally, I'm going to make a MX Simulator team after all this time. I've been thinking about this for the past 2 or 3 years about what I wanted to do with this and how I was going to do it. So either way, without further ado, before I go any more into this video, I just want to say that if you're actually interested in joining the team or being a skin maker or a gear maker or anything to do with the team, you really need to watch every little part of this video right here, because I'm going to be going into a lot of different details of different things. So there's going to be a lot of things that you don't really necessarily might not expect that I'm going to say, and I'm going to end up saying it. So if you are interested in joining the team in any kind of way or making anything for the team, I'm just telling you right now, you really need to sit down and dedicate the time to watch this video, okay? And if you're sitting there thinking to yourself oh, well, I'm not really all that fast at MX Simulator. Oh, I'm just some random guy. Spencer's never going to put me on his team or whatever the hell you might be thinking in your head. Don't be thinking that, because this is going to be quite random on how I, get people into the team. You don't have to be somebody that I already know or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And on top of all that, I'm going to have a whole part of the team that is a beginner, just for fun riders on the team. Okay. So it's not going to be just all pro racers on the team. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to have a whole section of the team that's going to be a beginner rider type section. So I'm just saying, don't get all these preconceived notions in your head of how the team is going to go, or think oh, well, I'm never going to get on the team, so why even try to get on the team or whatever. Don't think like that, because you're going to be really surprised whenever I go into the details of the team stuff. So, okay. So, and not only that, another big thing I'm going to be pushing with the team is going to be, actual rider payouts per win, okay, in the actual pro class. So this is something that I don't think a lot of other teams out there really do. So this is going to be something I'm going to be elevating my team, trying to do something different here, really trying to push the game. This is something I've always thought should have been in the game, thought should have been a thing in it. As far as basically the way I'm going to do it is, if you win any RF 450 Supercross main event or RF 450 outdoor moto, overall, I'm going to give you $100 per win. Okay. So we're going to have actual professional win payouts, right? So, and if you go in there and win the first 3 Supercross races of 2020, that's $300 to you, dog, right? And then the 250 classes, I'm going to do $50 per win, okay? So I want to kind of have a little bonus incentive for you guys to win. I think there needs to be more actual payouts, because there really is not really making any money in MX Simulator. Is such a hardcore pro competitive game, and I feel like it needs to be elevated to that level where the competitors are actually making more money. I mean, if you win a championship, you get some things from RF, but I think it needs to get more professional, you know what I'm saying? So I'm really going to try to push it like that. But without going any further into all the details like that, let me just explain how you get on the team, how you're going to apply to get on the team, how you do all that. It's going to be really simple, okay? So I'm going to have 3 different main groups on the team, basically. So it's going to be 3 different kind of areas of the team. So I'm going to have obviously a 450 pro class, a 250 pro class, and I'm going to have an amateur class. And then I'm also, like I said, going to have the full-blown beginner, just fun riding section of my team as well. And I'm really going to try to get in there and help a lot of you beginner dudes out. That's going to be another big process of the team, is direct one-on-one training with some of you guys and being able to talk to you in Discord and ride with you, and everybody helping everybody and everybody pushing everybody else on the team, right? So if you want to sign up for any, or apply, whatever you want to call it, I'm not that weird about it. All you're doing is hitting me up on any of my social medias, right? So that's either hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on Snapchat, hit me up on in my email. My email is just spencerturley@live.com. pretty simple, like not a whole lot to it. And all of my social media stuff is, I'll put it down below in the description, down in the comments. It's on my front page. It's everywhere. If you've seen any of my stuff, right? All of my like Instagram username, Snapchat username, all that kind of stuff is just Spencer Turley, no spaces and no capital letters. So you can hit me up on any of that kind of stuff. Do not hit me up in the comments of this video because I won't respond to that at all. Okay. Particularly for if you're trying to apply for the team, whether you want to be in the 450 Pro class, 250 Pro class, or you want to be an amateur rider on the team, or you just want to apply for the fun beginner rider and you want to kind of build yourself up on MXM and get a lot of training and stuff like that. Or you want to be the gear maker, skin maker. I've had a ton of you guys hit me up over the years wanting to make me certain gear, wanting to make me a certain helmet or make me a certain bike skin or telling me you can make me any kind of bike skin. Well, this is also for all of you guys as well. So this is not only if you're wanting to apply to actually be a full-blown, racer on the team, but also if you're wanting to be part of the skin making side of it or any of that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Skin making side, gear making side, because we're going to go from the ground up and make everything. And I'm going to have multiple skin makers, multiple, gear makers, multiple dudes in the 450 class, multiple dudes in the 250 class, multiple dudes in the beginner class, multiple dudes in the amateur class. So there's going to be a lot of openings. I just want to make that really clear. Okay, so let me just make this really clear on how you exactly apply and want to get on the team, no matter what you want to be on the team, right? So all you got to do, it's very simple. Just go hit me up on any of my social medias or my email address, right? Just don't type it down below in the comments, you know what I'm saying? But any other way that you can hit me up, basically, like whether it be on, hell, even like Discord private messages, DMs on Instagram, hit me up on a Snapchat message, hit me up in my email address, any of those kind of things. That's what I'm going to be looking at for actual applications, people trying to get on the team. So hit me up on any of those different things out there. Like I say, all that stuff is down below in the description on my front page. Email address, Spencer Turley, no space, no capital, @live.com. You got all of my Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all of that stuff is Spencer Turley, no space, no capital. So hit me up on any of that stuff. And as far as what you actually need to put in your application, in your message to me, is just give me like a, if you wanting to get on the 450 Pro class or the amateur class or whatever it is, just hit me with your results that you've gotten, whether it be in RF Pro races. Just kind of give me a little rundown of your overall results, and then also just kind of give me a little bit of what you're trying to get out of the team, kind of a little bit of where you're at. And if you want to sign up for the beginner just for fun part of the team, then obviously you're not really going to have any results, but I just want to kind of hear why you want to be on the team, your overall outlook on the team, where you want to get in the future on the team, what's your real point to being on the team and stuff like that. And as far as the gear and skin makers and stuff like that, just kind of hit me up with a little bit of previous things that you've done gear and skin making wise. If you've made, how many gear skins have you made? How many bike skins have you made? How extensive have you gotten into it? How much do you know what you're going to do? And by the way, just letting you guys know, there's going to be kind of two parts to this video. There's going to be the first half, which is kind of me explaining how to apply to be on the team. Then there's going to be the second half, which is where I literally go in there and show you exactly what I want as far as on the bike, for all the skin makers, gear makers, helmet makers, all that kind of stuff. What exactly I want on the bike, what exactly I want for the gear and stuff like that. Just a kind of an overall broad kind of what I'm looking for when it comes to that. And basically what I'm going to do is have all you gear makers, skin maker dudes that are wanting to kind of be on the team, or even if you don't want to be on the team and you just want to make me a piece of whatever that I'm kind of requesting here, basically what I'm going to do is just kind of collectively take a lot of the, I'm about to show you the kind of bike skin I want. I'm about to show you the kind of gear sets I want, and whatever you want to try to make for me, you can go ahead and make it. And I'm going to kind of take in a lot of different, applications and people that have made the gear for me, and we're going to all kind of try to work together, going to try to get it as close as to what I'm wanting for the team. Like I said, I'm probably going to have multiple skin makers, multiple gear makers, multiple bike makers, stuff like that. So we're going to have to all kind of come together on that. But for all of you dudes that are trying to, be on that side of the team, just stay put, okay, for the second half of the video where I really go in there and start explaining more of that, and you'll know what to kind of send me. You can send me pictures of what you made, in-game pictures, stuff like that. We'll kind of, I'll be hitting you back up in messages and stuff. We'll kind of start talking. We'll get on Discord, start talking about it. We're going to have to revise stuff. We're going to have to, it's going to be a process, okay? I don't want to make this sound like this is going to be a really quick thing. And even the applications from you guys wanting to get in the different classes, like 450 Pro class, 250 Pro class, amateur class, or if you just want to get in the fun beginner class part of it, it's going to be a process. I would assume this is all going to take me probably a solid month before I've got all the people in there, before I've got all the applications looked at, before I've really got in there and talked to you different dudes in Discord, kind of getting you into the vibe of everything, and kind of getting you guys on the team and who I want to be on the team, and getting the bike graphic and skin and everything like I want it to be, and getting the different gear skins like I want them to be, and all that. It's going to be a little bit of a process, so it's just going to take a little bit of time to do all that. But yeah, so let me just real quick go into all of the overarching things I'm trying to get out of the team. So basically, I could kind of explain it like this, right? So it's going to be like the perfect balance, as perfect as we can get it anyways, the perfect balance between serious and having fun, right? That's kind of the overarching what I'm trying to get out of the team. So, it's not going to be so like ridiculous, strenuous, like you have to be on this server, racing with everybody every single night at 7:00 p.m. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to be that insane. I say maybe for the dudes in the actual pro section of the team, we might have like 1 or 2 days a week that are like basically you need to be there type nights, you know what I'm saying, practice nights and stuff like that. But other than that, it's not going to be anything crazy. So just kind of letting you guys know on that. But yeah, basically it's going to, one of the biggest goals I have for the team, like I was saying before, is kind of helping you guys out, making everybody on the team better, right? So it's going to be a building process. So if you're in the beginner, for fun riding part of the team, then it's going to be me really showing you the ropes, really showing you the beginning stuff of MX Simulator one-on-one in Discord while I'm sitting there riding with you, helping you out. And if you're in the amateur class, I'm going to be able to really try to help you go from that amateur level to the pro level, right? One-on-one training, me sitting there riding with you in a server and talking to you on Discord, stuff like that. And the rest of the team members helping you out as well. So it's going to be a building process, it's going to be a helping everybody else out. And if you're in the 250 Pro class, it's going to be helping you guys out there as well. If you're wanting to transition to the 450 class and stuff like that. And even everybody in the 450 Pro class of the team, right? We're going to be bouncing ideas off each other every pro night. We're all going to be sitting there talking about the different new track that came out, the lines, how we're hitting it, different, it's going to be a lot of like hard, little bit more serious, in the 450 and 250 Pro parts of the team where we really get into everything and talk about the different stuff of whatever's going on in that certain pro night, right? So we're going to have that whole side of the team as well, and really going to get on Discord heavy with everybody that's in the team, be talking to you guys on a, at least 3 or 4 night a week basis. We're going to have an actual texting area of my Discord that's private just for the team members, and we're going to have stuff on there as well. So it's going to be a elevated, Spencer Turley. I really want to build something out of this, right? This is not a quick little short term, like, let me just make an MX Simulator team real quick for a year or for one Supercross season. No, this is the start of something big here, boys. Like, we're starting something massive, okay? I just want to make that clear. Like, we're going to be building long-term relationships, friendships with everybody, and building a group of people. Shit's gonna be solid, dog. All right, we're gonna be making a unit and a half. Okay, so that's the real goal here. And if you're wondering what the team name is gonna be, trust me, I went through 10,000 different variations over the past 3 or 4 years of thinking about having an MX Simulator team. And really, I went through everything in my head. I'm talking Team Turkey, fucking Team Turley, like, Spencer Turley YouTube. You've got all different kinds of team names, Galaxtrees. Like, I just went through, a plethora of different team names for the team, and basically at the end of the day, I feel like the best thing I can possibly do is just have my team name, my name, like Spencer Turley, right? Because that's my YouTube channel name. That's what I've kind of based everything around, is just my name, right? I don't really have like any other kind of name. It's just my name, dog. So that's what the actual team name is going to be, Spencer Turley. I know that can be a little bit weird. It's like, oh wow, it's just your name, dog. Like, but at the end of the day, I think that's the best thing I can possibly do, because that's my whole like brand, is my name. You understand what I'm saying? So it kind of takes it to another level for me personally, because that's literally my YouTube channel name. That's everything to everything, basically. So that is going to be the actual team name, just Spencer Turley. I know that might seem kind of weird at first, but that's all I could. That's the most long-term logical team name I could come up with as of right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we're at with that. But either way, yeah. Any of you guys, I mean anybody, right? Don't be afraid to apply. Don't be afraid to hit me up on DMs and private messages and stuff like that about wanting to get on the team. I'm going to be taking everything serious. Going to be looking at all the applications. Just like I say, just give me a little rundown. If you're wanting to sign up for the amateur class, you're wanting to sign up for the 250 Pro area of the team, just let me know what you're wanting to get in on the team, right? And your previous experience with the game, previous pro race finishes or amateur race finishes in the game, and just a little quick overall why you want to be on the team. Real simple shit, right? Just kind of explaining to me what part of the team you want to be on, your previous experience in the game, and why you want to be on the team. That's pretty much the three main things that you got to have in your private message or email to me, or however you send it to me, right? So that's all you really have to have on there. And then basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit you back up. I'm going to get you into my Discord, going to get you into there where I can really sit down and talk to you live. By the way, you need to actually have like a mic and be able to talk on Discord. That's like a requirement, okay? I don't want to have nobody on there that's like can't actually talk in Discord. Like, we can't be doing that. So that is a requirement right there. And basically I'm just going to get you on there with the boys, and we're just going to kind of be playing for fun in the next few weeks on my Discord and on my server and stuff like that. And I'm going to be talking to some of you guys and be kind of seeing who I want to get on the team and how I want to do all that. And then basically after 2 or 3 weeks, I'll really be able to fully verify who I want to be on the team, who I'm going to put on the team, really having a lot more professional payouts, really getting into helping you guys out in the training and the one-on-one training and all that whole side of it. I really want to build a true team. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal here. So but like I say, if you're a beginner at the game or you're just having fun, I want to have a whole fun side of the team too, right? Where you're not even really trying to race, or you're not even really super serious, just a fun side where it's like, I can just hit you dudes up and be like, hey, let's go fucking throw some whips on this custom track, or hey, come help me test out my new custom track, or, it's building like I say, a friendship, like kind of like a brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of more, it's not just as simple as a just random MX simulator team. There's going to be a lot more to it, a lot more areas of the actual team itself. So don't be scared to hit me up, no matter your skill level, no matter if I know you or don't know you, or your previous race finishes. You know what I'm saying? Don't get too caught up in that. Just if you want to get on the team, you're interested in some of the things that I've said about the team, then hit me up, man. Hit me up on any of my social medias, any of my DMs of any social media, or my email address, like I said, and I'll be looking at all that. So either way, that's the whole first side of this video. Now the second side, this is for all of the people that are interested in making the bike skins, interested in being skin maker, gear maker, helmet maker, down to anything like fucking boot maker, you know what I'm saying? Anything. I'm talking rim maker, fender maker, bar pad. Like we're going to do the whole 9 yards, okay? So now I'm going to actually get into that, all right? All right, boys, so we're using some trusty old Microsoft Paint here, and I'm just going to kind of give some of you gear makers, skin makers, guys, some just overarching, general what I'm kind of looking for, and what I want you to do is see what you can come up with, see what you can make, see how close you can get it to what I'm wanting, send it to me, okay, and then I'm going to take a look at it, and then I'm going to kind of be able to, go through this whole process of telling you what I want you to change on it. And if I have 4 or 5 of you dudes sending me different bike skins, I'm going to kind of get all you dudes to work together, okay? And it's going to be a process, right? But if you're interested in being a skin maker, interested in being a you know, gear maker, whatever, this is the part that you want to pay attention to in the video, okay? This is the kind of stuff you need to start working on, you need to kind of start scheming up in your head and being able to send it to me so that I can look at it, see what we can change on it, see if it's good enough for me, see if I can get it going, okay? And then that's how I'm going to get you in on the team as far as a full-blown gear maker for the team, full-blown skin maker for the team, that whole kind of thing. Like I say, I'm going to have multiple skin makers, multiple gear makers. It's not just going to be like one dude, you know what I mean? So, okay, so as far as the actual bike model, all right, so we're obviously going YZ, baby. Got to go Yamaha. You know what it is, dog. So I'm definitely going Yamaha. We're going Yamaha, okay, but what I wanted to do is use the actual model right here. If you don't really recognize it, I think it's like the 2010 DJ. It's one of the very first of this, you know, not the newest of the new YZ models, because they just came out with a newer one in real life. Like here recently, you guys know the new one that's on the 450. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the one we've had for like the past 10 years, right? This is like the model whenever it first got into MX Simulator. So if anybody can find this, okay, it's the DJ, and we may have to talk about this in DMs and stuff, try to get you guys to find this, but it's very important that you understand I need this exact model in the game, because that's the best one as far as like where the handlebars are, how long the fender is, how wide the fender is. Like there's probably 4 or 5 different renditions of this exact real life bike model in MX Simulator. So I want to make that really clear, right? This is a specific one. The DJ, you saw me just riding on it in the actual gameplay. If you really look closely, you'll know which one I'm talking about. It's like 2010 DJ YZ model in MX Simulator. That's the one I have to have. And if we can't get that exact one for whatever stupid reason, that may be a thing. I don't know if we can exactly get this exact one. Then we're going to have to talk that out and try to figure out what the hell else we're going to do, okay? But that's the base, okay? That's the model that we're going to be using, is the 2010 DJ YZ model. So this is not the newest of the new Yamaha models, but it's the past 10-year model, right? So this is what we're going to be working with. This is the best Yamaha front fender I've found in the game thus far. That's probably the biggest reason why I'm wanting to use this one. All the other ones just suck, to be honest. Like their placement and the width of them and the length of them, they just all suck. This is the only one I can even remotely ride with in the game as far as the Yamaha models in MX Sim. So either way, the whole sort of vibe that we're going to go with, right? And this is pretty badass, but I've been thinking about this for multiple years now, right? So a lot of thoughts went into this, okay? So the overall sort of vibe of the whole bike, you know, skin is going to be kind of like you're trying to make it like a spaceship, okay? That's going to be the whole sort of vibe. So as much as you can make it look like chrome, you know what I'm saying? You're wanting to kind of get that light silver. You can kind of see this right here that I'm looking at. This is more of a white. This is like a totally white. So you're going to want to try to get as much of and this is for the base skin color, okay? You're going to try to get it as close to chrome as you can possibly get. And I know MX Simulator is kind of weird with that, because depending on what kind of track you're on, it's going to completely change the lighting of the fender, so it's all going to look completely different. But you don't want to go like too dark gray. You know, it's going to be like a lighter gray color, and then maybe some of you guys can try to like do like a light gray to fade to white type design that gives it the chrome look, you know what I'm saying? Or it's just like all a lighter gray color, but it's got the super shine effect to it, okay? You're trying to get the shine. You're trying to make it like a spaceship, right? So you're trying to make it like that standard UFO spaceship that you always see in all the, you know, pictures and shit. That's kind of the vibe I'm wanting to go with this whole thing, is that chrome gray but lighter gray color, right? And it's got to have the shine, right? So for some of you more extensive bike skin designers out there and stuff, you know what I'm talking about, how certain skins of the game just don't have the shine, right? They don't have that shine to them. Like certain skins just, and I don't know exactly what part of the skin that changes that. I know the lighting on each one of the tracks can change that quite a bit, but it's the actual shine of it, right? You want to get it as shiny as you possibly can, okay? Because that's going to help with that sort of chrome look on the bike, okay? So that's the biggest thing right there. You want to get as much shine on the actual plastics as you possibly can in the game, as much as you can possibly do it in the game, right? And there's a big difference between a bike skin that has like a lower shine to it and a bike skin that has a lot of a shine to it. You want to get as much of a shine as you possibly can, okay? So other than that, that's kind of the base coloration to the skin itself, right? And then the overall, let me just kind of explain it to you, because I'm going to go through and explain little intricacies, little things that I want to be on the fenders and like the shrouds and stuff like that, but I just want to, you know, make a big point. You can do I want you to throw some of your own creativity into it as well, right? It's not that you have to stick 1000% to what I'm saying. It's just kind of base it around what I'm saying, see what you can come up with, and then send it to me, right? So if I'm saying to do this certain thing, just try to like add your own little flair to it, do your own little thing, but kind of follow what I'm saying, and then send it to me, and I'll be able to tell you, yo, you need to change this, or yo, let's see if we can do that with it, or how are we going to do that, or let's try to fix this, or let's try to make this like that. So that's kind of how it's going to be. It's going to be like I'm going to show you what I want. You're going to make what you can. You're going to put your own little flair to it. Then you're going to send it to me, and then we're going to re-edit it, revise it, kind of make it more like what I want it to be after you've already made it. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so now that we got that all out of the way, the overall vibe of the bike, like I say, is trying to make that sort of chrome, light gray coloration, like a spaceship vibe, but it's going to look, the overall bike is going to be somewhat similar to the Ryan Villapoto, you know, chrome two-stroke that he rode at Red Bull Straight Rhythm. It's going to be very, very similar to that, okay? So that, if you can just kind of picture that in your mind, that's going to be basically the closest thing to a real life bike that's what this is actually going to look like, right? So what I want to have obviously is Monster Energy logo here on the front. So I'm just going to kind of draw this out on the front fender, just kind of make it make a little more sense to you guys. Okay, let's just get us a green right here. Let's see, size, let's get a little bit bigger, right? So you're going to have your standard Monster Energy logo that goes up the front, right at the front of the fender, right? So this is going to be a Monster Energy logo based bike right here. Okay, so it's going to be like, bear with me a little bit here, boys. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have your Monster Energy, like what you see on the front of the Kawasaki Pro, you know, 250 bikes that, you know, Faulkner and Cianciarulo's running and all that. You know, they have the standard Monster Energy logo in the front, or the, you know, the Yamahas that now have the Monster Energy logos in the front. We're going to have that in the front, okay? And, like I say, a lot of this is going to be really hard to explain in a video like this. I'm going to have to really just get to chatting with some of you guys, but any of you guys that are hitting me up wanting to make this for me or wanting to make my gear for me or whatever, you don't want to be a beginner skin maker or a beginner gear maker, because the things that I'm wanting out of this are going to be a little bit more extensive. You're going to really need to understand how to make skins in the game, like to a deeper level, and how to make gear to a deeper level to really get what I'm wanting to get out of it. So I just want to clarify that. You know, if you're a beginner at making this shit, don't hit me up, because you're probably not going to be able to make it exactly like I'm wanting it to be done. You understand what I'm saying? So, but that's, obviously we're going to have the Monster Energy logo out the front, and obviously all of this is going to be more gray, right? Like I say, this is kind of like a white fender in the game. It's going to look more silvery than that, right? It's going to look more chrome than that when that actually gets finished, but, either way, so Monster Energy logo out the front. So the main sort of like quote-unquote sponsors or whatever that I'm going to have on the bike is going to be Monster Energy, Coors Light, baby. You know we got to bring that back. You know we got to make Supercross great again, right? So we're going to have Coors Light. We're going to have Lipton Tea on the side, right? That's going to be obviously a sponsor on it. And then it may be a couple other little things in there. Obviously, we're going to have the Yamaha like stickers, GYTR sticker on the side. We're going to have that vibe going as well. But kind of what I want to have with the front fender is fairly simple, just like the Monster Energy logo out the front. What I wanted to do here is just like you know, you want to make it look like a spaceship as much as you possibly can. So like, let me see if I can kind of explain what I'm talking about here. So maybe something cool like, you know, you got like a cool like triangled out like little design like this. You know what I'm saying? Something kind of like that. And you can even go like multicolored with it, which would be kind of sick. So You could go like a little crazy looking triangle piece like that, and then go, with like a blue one like that, and then go with like an orange one like this, something cool like that, something like a multicolored kind of triangle little design up the side. You know how they always, pretty much all the pro bikes have at least some kind of little design in the fender? I want something like that to be on it, right? And even if you want to do something sick, but you just want to make it kind of like a spaceship vibe, So even if, and I want to give a lot of this creative control to you track makers out there. I want to see what some of you guys can come up with here. I don't want to have to try to, literally design the entire bike from the ground up, or I would just make it. You know what I'm saying? I want you guys to have some of your own opinions and flair to it and stuff like that, but you could do something cool where it's like, let me get this on the actual brush. You could do something where it's, I don't know, maybe like a little something, then it goes up like that. I don't know exactly, you know what I'm saying? Or something that's kind of designed like that, you know kind of how on a spaceship, let me just kind of draw this out for you. Picture this is like the round UFO, right? And you've got whatever, all your little spots, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of making a rough little draft here of like a UFO. Kind of looks like that, but then you also have the cool little where the UFO's got the cool little streaking, something like that, you kind of make it cool on the fender. I'm just kind of giving you guys some little pointers, little designs, something cool, like something like that. So let's move on from this. All right, let's try to move this on a little bit, but it's going to take a lot of me talking to you guys in Discord, a lot of me talking to you skin makers, gear makers, figuring out exactly what I want. We're just going to have to make some shit and see what I like, see what I don't like, and then try to edit on that, and that's all we can really do, guys. Okay, so as far as the side of the bike, just kind of same deal going on here. It would be cool if some of you guys could put the whole GYTR vibe that goes right here, you know what I'm saying? How they have on the newer Yamahas, right? The newer stock Yamahas, like the 2016. You can look that up on Google, 2016 YZ2VDF. It's got the GYTR right there, and then some little designs. It'd be cool if you kind of make that happen for me. But obviously this is going to also have the silver, the chrome look. The whole bike's going to have the chrome look, right? The back fender, side shrouds, front fender, all that's going to have that chrome look, right? And one little cool addition that I thought would be cool is, kind of how under the front fender, literally, if I could point my fucking arrow over here, up under the front fender, how they usually have the Monster Energy can right there, right? And that sometimes they put it on the front of the, not right there, but inside the radiator shroud right there, right? It would be cool if one of you guys could put an actual Coors Light can on the underside of the front fender, or two Coors Light cans on each side of the inner fucking shroud right there, because we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna be integrating the sponsors of Coors Light, which is the best beer, favorite beer, right? Monster Energy, right? Kind of goes with the whole vibe. And then we got Lipton tea, so I'm going to want to have some sort of, Lipton tea, Lipton tea leaf, like a tea leaf somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Like a little tea leaf, something cool, 420 blaze it somewhere, make it kind of cool, and then put literally Lipton somewhere around here, put literally Coors Light, logo right here, put back here, another little thing I was kind of wanting was the silver bullet, right? Silver bullet kind of wrote out right there, because it's going to be silver, it's going to be chromed out, so silver bullet, you know what it is, baby. So that's kind of the whole vibe with the main set of the bike. Now, as far as rims, we're going all black rims, all black hubs. And then there's going to be a lot of other little intricacies. Like I say, we're just going to have to kind of talk about it, but that's the main gist of the bike, right? Trying to make it look like a spaceship. And you want to integrate Coors Light, Monster Energy. So we probably want to have the bigger Monster Energy that they typically have on the pro circuit bikes, which is right here. You want to kind of have that vibe going with the GYTR shit, right? You got to love my paint skills, boys. So you want to kind of have all that. But as far as everything else, you can kind of do your own little thing with it. I just want to kind of see what you guys come up with. And so something cool that I wanted on the actual bar pad itself, okay, let me just kind of get this like I want it real quick. Solid color, yes. Okay, so picture this big square right here is the bar pad. Now on this particular bike model right here, it's got the full-blown square. It's the fat bar pad, you know what I'm saying? It's the bigger bar pad. Let's just imagine this square right here is the bar pad, right? What I want you to have, if any of you guys know what the album cover of If You're Reading This Is Too Late by Drake looks like, right? It's got the white background. What I want you to do here with the bar pad is do you know kind of how the lettering is of the If You're Reading This Is Too Late, right? It's kind of like, I can't even really do it, but it's kind of got like a squirrely, you know, if you're reading this, it's too late. You know what I'm talking about. Go look up If You're Reading This Too Late, Drake album cover. You know that kind of like lettering, right? Well, what I want you to do with the bar pad is I want you to do the same sort of lettering on the white background like that and do like, what's up, my dudes? Right? So you want to kind of use the same lettering of the If You're Reading This Is Too Late album cover, but you want to put what's up, my dudes. Really drag out the what's up with the letters and my dudes with the letters right there. You're going to kind of angle it a little bit, right? Kind of how it's got a little bit of a quirked angle, quirk lettering. If one of you guys can do that on this bar pad, oh my God, I'm going to love you to death. That's what I want on the bar pad right there, okay? Okay, so real quick, back fender, same sort of deal. You know, you want to kind of keep that whatever sort of vibe you had going on the front as far as making it look like a spaceship, right? So whatever kind of whatever shit you had going up on the front, you want to kind of keep it going on the back, right? Just kind of giving you little rough ideas on what you can do. I want you to kind of put your own flair to it, like I say. But, you know, whatever kind of little cool spaceship coloration vibes you can put into it. You want to put that on the back. Then you want to have like your sponsor, like the standard, like what would be on the back of a pro circuit bike, right? So you're going to want like, you're going to want, you know, Coors Light, like lettering logo out here in the front. Then you're going to want like, you know, Lipton tea shit right there, right? We could even throw Pro Circuit somewhere in here. Monster Energy logo, you know, have some more shit going down through here. Like, probably want to do Pro Circuit exhaust. I'm trying to just kind of think of some other little random things we could have through here. You know, I mean, just some other little things like YouTube logo, Spencer Turley right through here. Maybe that could be like down the sides, you know, like, let me try to kind of paint this out a little bit for you. Well, you can't really see the white, so you'd have to do like YouTube and then Spencer Turley down both sides. You know, just come up with something cool, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe you could even have like the silver bullet, like I was saying, on the back fender instead of the side of the bike. You know, you could have like the silver bullet down both sides. Just come up with something cool, you know what I'm saying? I know it looks like a bunch of squiggly ass shit, but I want to kind of leave it up to you guys a little bit. You can integrate. And just giving you guys another little pointer, you want to kind of, as far as the overall like decal placements and where shit is placed, you want to kind of replicate the Pro Circuit 250 Kawasaki, but just putting it on a chrome Yamaha, you know what I mean? So you want the same Monster Energy logo where it's always at, Monster Energy spelled out right there. You want all that kind of stuff. You kind of want the way like I was telling you, that you got the Monster Energy on the back fender, like I was just showing you. We're gonna have Dunlop on it as well, because that's the kind of tires we're gonna be running. So we're gonna have a Dunlop sponsor there as well, and then all your other sponsors are gonna kind of be laid out right here on the back. Right, you're gonna have, like I said, some sort of cool design right in that area. Right. Now, as far as the seat, I think it'd be kind of cool if we went like all black with, and instead of having green right in here, you could have like purple. So that's kind of a bit of the main color that we want with it, is like purple or blue, because, and that's pretty much everything with the bike, right? And even if you want to, you can have the full blown, you know, Pro Circuit down the sides, right? like they do with the real Kawasaki Pro Circuit bikes. You have, Pro Circuit on the side of the fork tubes like that. The whole, you're basically just putting a Pro Circuit Monster Energy Kawasaki everything about the bike, but on a chrome Yamaha with the cool, making it kind of look like a spaceship, right? That's pretty much what you're doing, right? We can go Renthal as well, right? So we can go Renthal, chain, handlebar, right? We can go Dunlop with the tires. We can go Pro Circuit with the exhaust, right? We can go Showa with the fucking suspension of the bike, which really isn't actually the suspension, but you understand what I'm saying. We can kind of go with those different sponsors. Okay, so that's pretty much everything with the bike, all right? And you want to kind of black out the rims, black out the hubs, that whole nine with all that, okay? Okay, so let's move on to the actual gear, right? So what I want to have is canvas gear, and my main goal here is to have like 4 or 5 different sets of gear. Every single one of them is going to be a different rendition of Galaxy. So you want to make like one rendition that's canvas like this, and it's kind of got this purpley vibe, like purpley, kind of like my YouTube logo, right? You want to make a full gear set like that. You want to have canvas on the side. We can even do 100% on the team as well, right? So you can have 100% on the bike. It's going to be the goggles we're going to run. So, you can have 100% down the side of the bike or whatever. But I want the front part of the jersey to kind of be laid out like that. So you're going to want to have like, let me kind of map this out strong for you a little bit. So you want to have like Coors Light right there. Monster Energy logos on the gear like you would typically have. You're going to want 100% on there. Lipton tea, right? So you're going to want your little Lipton tea leaf somewhere. Shit like that. You want like YouTube, Spencer Turley somewhere. Maybe put like a "What's up, my dude" somewhere on the gear, like a little whatever. But basically, as far as the base versions of the gear, that's all the like random shit that you want to put on the gear. And same way with the gear makers and the helmet makers and the boot makers. I'm going to have you guys make kind of, loosely sort of follow what I'm saying, kind of go by the guidelines, but kind of put your own flair to it. Send me what you get as far as the gear or the helmets or the whatever, and then send it back to me, and I'll kind of look at it, be hitting you up on Discord, be talking to you on Discord on what I like, what I don't like, what you could change about it, what you could do about it, and that's how we're going to go from there. So same way with the gear as I talked about with the bike, right? So hope you guys are sticking with me here. This is definitely a process. So as far as the helmet, we're obviously going to run 100% goggles on that. I would like to have basically like a all black 100%, looks very similar to this, but it's got that standard star pattern like I was telling you about. So it's going to have like little stars on it, like a star pattern black 100% goggle set. That'd be really cool, with the lens being like a light purple lens, or a certain coloration to the lens. So as far as the helmet itself, right, I want it to be more of a blacker overall, and I want it to be as closely replicated to the 2019 Bell actual Pro Circuit replica helmet. So if you look that up on Google, Monster Energy Pro Circuit replica Bell helmet, you'll see this exact one right here. It needs to be this exact one, right? This is sort of the vibe that I want the helmet to have. So I want the standard Monster Energy logo where it always goes, and this whole sort of area. Let me see if I can kind of outline this right here. And this is going to be a little bit of a process even designing this right here. I want a helmet like this, the exact design and everything, but this whole area, let's see if I can outline this as best as possible. But like, whoops, let me get something a little bigger here. Let's see. So like around this whole area right here, right, where it's like goes into that purple and blue, in real life that actually has like a bit of a sparkle to it. It's actually, I don't know exactly what they call that, but you know what I'm talking about, like Villapoto Vegas helmet, the back of Villapoto's where his number is on his jersey. They have like a, I don't even know what they call it, like powdered sparkle or powdered glitter. I don't know what the fuck they call that, but that's what I want you to kind of have the vibe right there, because that's how it actually looks in real life. And if you look at enough of the pictures, you'll see that. Same way with at this little area right here, it's got that vibe on it as well. So I want there to be a lot of that sparkly Vegas on the helmet, right? I want it to kind of go with that vibe, same way with that right in that area. I want it to have that vibe, and I think it's actually that way on the front too. But and other than that, that's all I'm really looking for as far as helmet design goes. And now gloves, you just want to make something kind of fits in, you know. Black, I'm kind of thinking black base with purple, kind of like this coloration right in here. Maybe it's got a little galaxy star pattern on it or something cool on the gloves. You know, like, I don't know, just think of something cool to put on it, you know, something cool on there. You could throw a little Spencer Turley vibes in there. Like, you want the Monster Energy Pro Circuity vibe, but on a chrome YZ of the 2010 DJ model of MX Simulator, right? So that's pretty much all I want, boys. Not too much to ask. Just kidding. It's a shitload to ask, and this is going to be a process and a half getting all this together, getting it how I want it, but I had to at least come in here and make this video just to give you guys an overview of what to even try to make, what to even try to go by, what to even try to do. Like I say, all of you gear makers, skin makers, bike makers, hit me up on all the social medias. I'll start talking to you, get you in the Discord, stuff like that. Really start seeing what you can come up with, what you can do, and we'll just go from there. And that's all we can do, you know. And then eventually, in about a month, I'll take, you know, this fender design from this guy, this graphic design from this guy, this seat design from this guy, this gear design from that guy, this helmet design from this other guy, meld all that shit into one big fucking package, and that'll be the team set. You know what I mean? That'll be how we kind of do it. So either way, gonna be a process, gonna be a hell of a deal, but yeah. And then we'll go from there. Once I get the rest of the dudes on the team, they'll start worrying about numbers and everything else on it. But don't worry about that as far as the rough draft versions. Just make the gear, make the bike skin, and send it to me, and I'll kind of see what you got going on. Then we'll go from there. I'll kind of talk to you about it. But that's the rough draft. That's the rough what I'm kind of wanting out of it. Yeah, so we'll just go from there. But either way, appreciate you guys watching all the videos. Finally making my team, finally getting it going. Going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be getting ready for 2020 Supercross and MXM. I'm going to race every single Supercross race, every single AMA RF outdoor race in the 450 class. I'm going to be helping the guys out. Going to be getting people on the team. We're going to have, like I say, 450 Pro class, 250 Pro class, amateur class, beginner just for fun class. So hit me up on all my social medias. Hit me up in DMs. Send me what you got. Send me what you, if you're a gear maker, skin maker, send me what you come up with. If you're not, if you're just wanting to get on the team, send me your previous finishes. Send me why you want to be on the team. Send me your, you know, stuff like that. I'll look at everything, get back to you guys. Either way, we'll get it all rocking. Going to be a little difficult at first. Going to be a little rocky at first, but we'll get it all going. So either way, appreciate you guys watching all the videos. Later, dudes.